My name is Caitlin Norman. This week's lesson talked about how emotions can affect the learning process for each individual student and in different ways. The reading also discussed how skills develop for emotional intelligence. Self-awareness and self-knowledge are important components of emotional intelligence. And one of the videos that were linked for this week for us to watch stated something that children as well as adults learn better by hearing stories and other things that can relate back to them on an emotional level, things that they can connect with. It'll help them to remember and learn more efficiently. Some students in elementary school through high school, they don't really have to study their material for tests or quizzes or homework to be able to make good grades and retain the information. But whenever they begin to take harder classes in the future, they need to study to make better grades and to pass. But it's hard for them to study because they've never had to before, so they don't really know where to start or to begin to even study. So I think it would benefit students who have trouble studying or who have never had to get tips on how to study from their teachers in the classroom. Emotions affect the way a student thinks and perceives things, especially in school. Home life can be a very strong impact on emotional intelligence at school. Just to have an example, I was in third grade, I guess, or like a little bit younger and a little bit older than third grade, and I had some home life things going on in my environment that was affecting me and my performance at school, and I had to get special help for it, like from teachers and like outside people to help my emotional intelligence and help me understand what was going on in school. Emotions are chemical messages traveling through the body that are sent from the brain. When our brain detects a certain threat, it releases stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, to prepare us for a fight or flight response. And sometimes that happens, like if a student is worried about a certain test or a quiz and they haven't really studied for it and they don't really know the material, our brain detects that and we go into a fight or flight response. And if we detect or experience something rewarding or we make a good grade on a test, it'll encourage a student to try to do better so they can feel that way again towards their next test